In this video, we'll continue our discussion on triple integration by working another example. We want to find the volume of the solid bounded by the graphs. Sorry, this is underlined. Yours will not be. So our surface is here. And then this is going to tell us our surface too. So if we're thinking about our surface, this is the first octant will restrict us to everything positive. So it's actually the xy plane. And then our surface is that. So actually I have z bounded. So let's write that down. Z is bounded between 0, because that's the xy plane, which is in the first octant, and 2 square roots of x. It's nice, pretty surface, nice and easy. Now, graphing the other things, if I graph this, that's graphed in purple there. That's just a line. That's mx plus b. So I start at 6 and then go down to positive 6 on the x-axis. So there's that. And then the last graph is a parabola. I graphed half of it in red because it's stuck in the first octant, so I don't care about the other side. And then I highlighted this section in there. Now, we have a couple options here. I can either do x or y here. If I look at x goes here, and then over here it goes to a different function. So I probably don't want to use x, because it goes to the purple function and the red function. That means that I have to split my integral. I don't know if you guys remember doing that in Calc 2, but you can split your integral between bounds. That way your top function changes and we don't have to worry about it too much. But if I look here, the whole time in that segment, it's the red function, x squared on the bottom, and then the purple function, the line on top for my y's. So I think I'm going to go with y's here instead of x's. It's a typical case. The y is caught between, the x squared function and negative x plus 6. And then we just look at x, and we got to figure out where they intersect. So I'm going to set them equal. I got x squared equals negative x plus 6. And if I get this over to 0, I got plus x minus 6 equals 0. This factors to x plus 3 and x minus 2 equals 0. So I got x equals negative 3. That's not it, but it's x equals 2. If I plug 2 into each one, I get 4. Okay, cool. So I know 0. X is caught between 0 and 2. All right, so we can write our volume. X is caught between 0 and 2. The y's are caught between x squared and negative x plus 6. Z's are caught between 0 and 2 square roots of x. And then if we're doing volume, we want our integrand to be a 1. And then make sure your bounds are in the right order. And there's our integral. I encourage you to work this out. That's not a hard integral at all to solve. But to keep videos short and to get you guys through these sections at the end, I'm just going to give you the answer and let you check yourself. So it's 16 square roots of 2 minus 272 over 35. Times squared is 2. I know it's a very simple answer, right? No. Check your decimal. If you can get down to a decimal, plug that in and see if the decimals match. Just make sure that you can work the integral out. Again, setup's important. That's where I'm going to be landing most of our assessment and setup. There will be working out problems too, because I need to make sure you can integrate long integrals, but I'm not going to have you actually calculate every integral.